Yo, what up, gang? I am the Paper Trader, better known as TPT Concepts. Today is September 3rd, 2025. The time is now 7:21 a.m. All right, gang. Supposed to be here at 7. Let me tighten up. Let's hop into this prayer before we hop into the top analysis. Almighty Father, please conform me to be more like Jesus by the power of your Holy Spirit as I commit to display Jesus' character and compassion in my life, especially how I treat others. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, amen, gang. And every day we come to the church, we will give our Lord and Savior his well due respect, the honor he deserved. Okay, gang. Come to the church, gang. You always start off at Forest Factory. All right. Look for the news. You see here we got news at 10 o'clock, the USD, red folder. We pretty much got nothing before then. All right, let's hop to this top down analysis, gang, because I did want to be here at 7 o'clock. All right, gang. So we see here the previous daily candle closed bullish, but the current daily candle has little to no bottom wick and it's kind of rejecting. So let's see how this looks on a 4 hour. All right, on a 4 hour, we got price kind of just chopping up at this resistance level. Clearly got a support here, a resistance here. And we got nice clean traffic to the left. And we got nice clean traffic coming down. Let's go down to the 1 hour. Okay, the 1 hour, we got a resistance here, a support here. Yeah, that's like a 40 pip wick fill, about 17 points to that resistance. Let's go down to the 30. Okay, again, on the 30 minute, we do have a resistance here. All right, and support here. Okay, again, you see here, you got clean candles coming down, breaking the support. All right, we got clean candles going up, breaking this resistance. Let's go to 15. All right, 15. I guess we can use this resistance here. Okay, okay, guy. Seems as though we have clean candles below here, below this level here. We got clean candles coming down. There's the vantage point, because you see how I got to this level. And you see we have these clean candles coming up. And again, we do have a bullish bias. Previous forward candle close, I just want to say doji. It doesn't even look bullish or bearish. Okay. And you see this would be sort of like the previous 4 hour low right here. So if we break this, I will take sales coming down. Matter of fact, let's see where this previous 4 hour low is on the 30 minute. Yeah, this cool right here, guy. I don't think I will. Yeah, I don't mind. Yeah. You see what price did right here? You see this? You see this? push down, push down, get to this level, they pull back. So yeah, gang, I got range two cells below this support right here. I got bars above here. Yeah, okay, so I do cells below here, buys above here. And again, gang, top-down analysis is nothing but you just looking for key support and resistance level. And pretty much finding a what we like to call a no trade zone. And the reason this is a no trade zone, gang, is because of all this consolidation here. And you see here, no clean candles. We get clean candles down here. All right. We also got clean candles right here coming up to the upside. All right. About 22 pips at our advantage point. Full range is about 40 pips. This wick field up here. Okay, gang. So this is pretty much what I have right here for UJ today as of 7:30 a.m. And again, today is Wednesday. So let's be cautious with this price action, gang. All right, let's go to EJ. EJ, we are currently bullish as well. You see prices in the process of filling this wick. Okay, let's go to the 4 hour time frame. All righty. We have a resistance here. The price has broken out of and also made a support. Another resistance there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to box in the previous 4 hour candle, the high, and I'm going to do the low of the current 4 hour. All right. I've got a support. Let's go down to the 1 hour, see how these levels hold up. All right. Got a support here. Got a support here. Okay, gang. So after this level here, we got clean traffic. Have clean traffic. All right. As far as the sales, let's go to the 30-minute. Got a resistance right there. Price just made a support here. Uh, okay. Okay, gang. Since we are bullish, we can't just take a breakout trade like this. We definitely do need a break and a retest. Because we definitely have a bullish bias here this morning on EJ. We'll do sales below here, buys above here. Okay, gang. See what happened when price gets to this level. All right. So do range two cells below here, and we will do buys above here. Okay. Time is now 7:32 a.m. Beautiful day that God has blessed us with. Okay, gang. Now let's just be patient. I'm sure some retail traders went short on this bearish candle here. But let's see if price want to stop them out by coming back, closing above this resistance, and potentially filling this wick and hitting this advantage point. But if we do get because we already got a closure below. So what we need is price to come make a support and a resistance. Then we'll take our sales coming down. All right, that'll be our range two, gang. You see we have clean traffic coming down to the left. Okay, let's see here. We got a bullish bias. I marked up my ranges and I found clean traffic. Okay. Again, your edge setup should definitely have a criteria. Uh, shoot. We got the closure below here. We definitely do need to retest and some confirmation. And as far as the advantage point, stop loss, and take profit, these levels are already set up before I even enter the trade. And again, gang, I like this strategy because it causes as less thinking as possible. All and with this, 10, you know, okay. And again, on the 30-minute, you see here, the price did kind of chopped up, but closure below, we get a push down. All right, kind of choppy in this area. Got a clean counter to the left. And again, we have a bullish bias based off of yesterday's day candle closure. Today is Wednesday. Again, our goal today is just to be patient and disciplined to our setup. All right, we got about 24 minutes for this 30-minute candle closure. You see here what's going on the UJ. Look like they trying to fake people out at this level because they know what happened when price closed below on retest. So gang, you already know the motto. Right now, the only thing we can do is be patient, gang, and really just, you already know, wait on price action. Okay, gang, I'm based out of Atlanta. I'm sure if you watch the videos on the channel, you already know by now. So yeah, gang, if you want a link on Zoom or anything like that, hit me up on Instagram. You see how above this level here, you got clean traffic coming up. All right. So let's just be patient. I took some buys yesterday on EJ in the Asian session. It's on the video I posted uh last night. All right. So overall, we've been having we got a green week so far. And my goal this week is just to take nothing but playbook setups. Okay. Yeah, let me see something, gang. Because yesterday I had a level, right? I had my level. Like I'm gonna keep my level where I had it the first time. Okay, gang, let me see something here. We got 21 minutes for this counter to close. We may have like a celery play, gang. You see how we got these clean candles coming up here to the left? Got a closure above, but this candle did not have a bottom wick. Well, we got this bearish candle to close above. Thinking about having buy stops, the break of this high, the price to continue up. Okay. And again, that'll be the break of this 1 hour high coming to fill this wick and retest this resistance. Only thing is, this 4 hour candle, we're trading about all this resistance. But we are bullish on the day. Want to see a price want to come fill this wick. But we have been pushing up for some time. So yeah, I'll just be patient. We got 20 minutes for this counter to close. And again, you see what prices done in the past. Closure above, push up, closure above, push up. So again, we're just going off of probabilities. Closure above, push up. And time is now 7:40, so we would be expecting for the New York Open to give us that volume. But yeah, we got a nice bottom wick. Yeah, again, you see here, got a closure above, no top wick. And then the seller tried to step into the market, failure to close back inside of the range of the no trade zone. As far as EJ, we really don't have anything as far as sales until price comes down to make a range two. And I showed you guys the video where you can find out where I learned this strategy. Okay. We'll be patient for those sales. And again, in 1 hour, just planning to support, but let's be patient, gang. Let's be patient. Time is now 7:41 a.m. and I am trading UJ and EJ this morning. I may have to cut this video short due to the fact that my wife got to go get her hair done in about an hour. So I gotta go grab my baby boy. But yeah, again, let's see what Price want to do because yeah, you see it's choppy in here, but when it breaks out of this range, you typically do get a push up. We'll just keep in mind that we are making, lower highs and things of that nature. Hmm. 'Shit. Okay, yeah, you see how EJ playing around this key level? Like, be patient. I'm sure it's trapping a lot of buyers and sellers right here. 16 minutes, gang. 16 minutes until this 30-minute candle closure. Let's be patient and just wait on price action. Okay, gang, we got 11 minutes for this 30-minute counter to close. And again, gang, if you're just now joining, we're waiting for a support and a resistance below this level. This will be our range two. This is our range one. Uh, Once we get a range two form, I'll take sales coming down, or we can wait for price to break this level. I'll take buys coming up because we got clean traffic to the left. Okay, as far as UJ, still got about 10 minutes for this counter to close. You see here we got clean traffic to the left with a wick to fill. And you see closure above, push up, closure above. We're gonna push up to this advantage point here in the current candle. Have little to no top wick, meaning this candle can come flip bullish, or the next candle can come back a top wick for it. If this candle closes back inside of the no trade zone, then we will not trade. That's all we call it that game. But as far as these clean candles here coming down, I'll take that trade there. Let me measure it down. Yeah, gang. It was a very um interesting Asian session last night. If you guys check out the video, whenever Asian session is moving, I'll be honest, I'm not really expecting too much in New York. I am kind of expecting a choppy market, which is kind of what we in now. Oh wow. Current 15-minute candle has little to no bottom weight. Can you see why we stand out of here? You see all this fake out and chop. All right. See what price want to do at this level. Okay. Sure. A lot of retail traders went short with this breakout candle or even this one. And you notice this candle does not have a top wick. This bearish candle right here. You see what this candle did here? Made a top wick for it. Gang, don't forget 85% of candles have top and bottom wicks, okay? Be very mindful of that. Time is now 7:52 a.m. 7:52 a.m. We got about a little under 8 minutes for this 30-minute candle to close. Let's be patient, gang, and wait on price action. Okay, gang, we got less than 3 minutes for this 30-minute counter to close. And again, it has little to no top wick. Mm, if it closes inside of here, I won't do anything. And as far as EJ, we will be patient to see what price want to do. And again, gang, see how price moves sideways in this range here and here. So we do not want to trade inside of there. But you see down here, you get a closure and a retest. You get a push down to this advantage point. All right. So gang, all we pretty much doing is just looking left to get right and being patient. But the hardest part about trading is waiting. Okay. It's not easy. It's not easy, gang. Oh no. If that was the case, people would not go to work, gang. All right, 1 minute for this 30-minute counter to close. And again, I do have a bullish bias today on the UJ and EJ due to the previous daily candle closure. Okay, gang, look like one of those New York sessions where we're gonna have to be patient. All right. Um, again, we got news at 10 o'clock. I may still be here, but again, I may have to dip out in like an hour because I gotta go watch my son. But I may still keep the charts up. Gang, look like we are about to close back inside of this no trade zone. So, all right. Same with EJ. I don't want to take a trade within here. All right, gang. So let's just wait. Be patient. Just wait on price action, gang. And gang, with this strategy, candle closures are very, very important. So now we will work on our discipline and try not to touch anything up in here. But if we get price to close back above, okay, again, I still may have a buy stop. Break it is high. Continue pushing up. Other than that, I'll be waiting for price to close like it did here and here. So push down to this advantage point. And you see here with EJ what price did right here at this level. And you see this resistance. We got clean traffic to the left. Let me see if I can show you guys one more time. Okay, gang, after this, we will just be patiently waiting for the setup. All right, there's the clean traffic. So let's see what price want to do. All right, gang. Thank you guys for all the support. Greatly appreciate it. Like and subscribe to the channel if you are enjoying the content. Please leave comments if you don't understand what I'm doing, or even if you do understand, just let me know. I'm based out of Atlanta, so just hit me up, guys. Hit me up on IG at the Prather Trader underscore. We can hop on Zoom. You feel me? And go from there. All right. Until then, let's just be patient, gang, and wait on price action. Okay, yeah, we still got 20 minutes for the 30-minute counter to close, but let's see if price is just coming down to make a bottom work for this candle that broke out of this range and want to come back, you feel me, and break the range again. So we got clean traffic coming out to the left. Or price can just continue to push down. And we can wait for closure below here. The price to form a support, the resistance, a nice range too. Since we have a bullish bias, I mean, if you're in these sales here, it may not be too bad. You do got clean candles coming down, closure back in the range, but we'll be very cautious. All right. I'm sure some retail traders enter long on the support. So let's see what price want to do in this no trade zone, guys. Time is now 8:10 a.m. Okay. You see here, you got a fake breakout, closure back in the range. Now you're getting price to push down to potentially retest this support. Okay, but we still won't trade in here because of all of this chop here to the left. And again, this is why you got to be so patient when you trade, because even though the levels are right there and you see what time of day it is, you feel like volume is going to come in the market and push your position up, but you need confirmation. Okay. And if you notice, gang, I when I enter positions, if you go look at my channel, there'd be positions that I tell you about hours in advance about what I'm gonna do. So again, plan the trade, trade the plan, okay? That's all we can do. And gang, if your setup don't come within the allotted time that you have to trade for that session, then come back the next session, gang. That's what I do. All right. That is what I do. I may not trade Asian tonight, but I will be back for New York tomorrow. And if I don't see a setup here, I may look at some ETFs around like 10 o'clock, 10:30, see what's going on in the stock market. I trade SPY, GOD, IBIT, and IWM. Right. Okay, we got a nice fake out here. Closure back inside the range, but this candle had no top wick. So price is coming down to make a bottom wick for this candle right here. Let's see how far price want to keep on pushing down, gang. Let's see if we can get a closure below the level that we are looking for. Yeah, these were the buys we were looking at the Asian session. So by the time we got here, price is right here. My entry would have been down here with this clean traffic to the left. But again, watch the video that I posted last night. You will see what I'm talking about. It's all good. It took a lot out of me not to get FOMO. And gang, if you feel like you're about to get FOMO, just delete the asset. Like don't look at it. Okay. That's what I do personally. I just don't look at it. All right. And I'm about to readjust my ranges. The resistance here now. train traffic coming up still. I'm gonna use this 30-minute support. So again, we got clean candles coming down, clean candles coming up. No trade zone inside of all of this chop. All right. That's it. All right. Simple strategy, not easy. Because discipline is not easy game, but it is simple. All right. Because you can either decide to do it or not. So that's what makes it so simple. You got 15 minutes for this 30-minute candle closure. And again, I just adjusted my range for this 30-minute support and resistance that I just created. Get a closure above here. I won't be opposed to the breakout trade due to the fact that I have a bullish bias. But if I get a closure below here, I will need a range 2 to form, which is a support and resistance for sales to come down. And the price just shoot down and fill the range, then hey, that's not my trade. Those are not my pips. All right. Well, like price is pushing up here on EJ. Still have not broke the previous 4-hour highs, but it broke the previous 1 hour. You see, we are trading up here near this resistance. And price did make a resistance here. But yeah, I can patiently wait for my buys until above here. All right. Okay, game is 8. Okay, gang, it's 8:16 a.m. Less than 14 minutes for this 30-minute counter to close. So let's see what price action wants to do. Okay, again, we got less than 9 minutes. Less than 9 minutes for this 30-minute candle to close. You see here, price made a bottom wick, retesting the support. I'm gonna make a bottom wick for this candle. See if we can get a closure above this resistance because we've got clean candles coming up to the left. All right. Okay, this wasn't a necessarily bad trade. Just not a trade I felt comfortable taking. But let's see if price want to close above our level because we may be looking for some positions here on UJ and EJ. All right. And again, it's 822, 822, guys. Okay, yeah, we got 6 minutes. 6 minutes, gang. 6 minutes for this 30-minute counter to close. And again, gang, we get a closure above this level here. I'll be looking for a bottom wick. Well, as long as this candle closes with a top wick above this level, we got clean candles coming up. And again, we see what price did here in the past, pushed up. And we got some buyers stepping in that did step in, excuse me, at 3 a.m. for this London Open. They got price to come up here. So either price want to retest this range or continue to push down. But we definitely gotta wait for candles to close. Okay. That's the only way we will get the confirmation that we need because until the candle actually close above or below, it is technically inside of the no trade zone. Okay. So pretty much you want your position to be taken in this range or in this range. All right, gang. Let's be patient, gang, and wait on price action. Thanks again for all the support. Okay, again, we got about 30 seconds for this 30-minute counter to close. Look like it's coming back inside the range, as well as EJ. All right, look like it's rejecting this resistance to the left. Okay, so let's just be patient, gang. Take off this closure. Yeah, gangs, retail traders, like I used to be, are getting shocked crazy. Let's just be patient now and wait on price action. Okay, gang. This is why this was my no trade zone. You see price doing anything it want inside of this range. But again, we get a closure above this resistance here. Clean traffic coming up to the left. We see what prices done here in the past. We have a bullish bias. So yeah, I'll be willing to take buys. But until then, I'll let price just continue to move sideways in that range. As far as EJ, you see we get to this resistance level and we rejected it and closed back inside of the range. So let's see the price want to continue pushing up. All right. Again, just be careful if you are looking at these assets this morning as well, because typically when you get a nice Asian session move, New York consolidates, and if Asian consolidate, you may get a New York move around maybe 9:30 or so. The time is now 8:40. We've been here for maybe a little over an hour. All right, so let's just see how price want to play out today. Again, gang, you can follow me on Instagram at the Prather Trader underscore. Okay. Previous 15-minute candle close with no bottom wick. And that just means that it's not giving the next candle range to drive in. So it could come make a bottom wick forward, flip back bullish and continue pushing up. All right. And as far as the 4-hour candle, we are trading at a resistance. Haven't broke the current 4-hour high or the previous. You see here, that's previous 4-hour high where I would take my buys. Yeah, again, right now it's just best to be patient and let price kind of tell you where I want to go. Okay. Again, gang, thanks for all the support. 20 minutes until this 30-minute candle close. Okay, gang. We're gonna push up here on a 30 minute, but we still have about 15 minutes for this candle to close. Okay. Mm. All right, this 15-minute candle did close above with a little top wick. Let's see here. Yeah, I'll wait for the 30 to close. And if the 30 just continue to push up and just take off without us, then hey, that's cool too. EJ still trading within his range. Let's see if the current candle came to make a bottom. Uh-oh. Look, gang. The previous candle just made a bottom wick for this candle that didn't have one. Okay. On this channel, we know that 85% of candles have top and bottom wicks, gang. So we're not just gonna hop into this buy just because it broke out of this resistance. Okay. And these wicks are just resistances on lower time frame, but during times of volume, which is like right now, you see wicks are getting filled. Okay, so let's see here. We got 13 minutes. 13 minutes, gang. And we also have a 4 hour candle closure too. See if it goes bullish, see if we want to continue to fill this wick. Okay. Mm, Up to then, game, there's no position for us. All right, we're still trading in a no trade zone. Price have not officially closed above or below the range. So let's be patient, gang, and wait on price action. This is this is what make trading difficult, which is humans, which is us. Okay. If you notice, the chart is not telling me to get in. The chart is not, you feel me, telling me to get FOMO. It's us telling ourselves, gang, and that's why I started this channel for new retail traders to hop on with me and be disciplined. Okay. If prices fly up, just let it go, gang. Because hindsight and trading will always be 2020. You're like, oh, I knew it was gonna go up. No, you didn't. All right. What's the point of doing the top-down analysis, drawing out your trading plan? You feel me? If you know what I mean? If we're not gonna follow it. So that's what I've been doing. But I told myself I'm gonna start this. I started this channel and I'm not doing that no more. Okay. I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna be a professional trader. All right. And I'm gonna take the best trades I can on this channel for you guys on my road to becoming profitable guy. All righty. Still got 11 minutes. 11 minutes, guy. For this 30-minute counter to close. Now we're just working on that discipline muscle, okay? Okay, gang, we got less than 5 minutes for these 30-minute candles to close. And you see how you got price to push up above the level, but you got to be careful, gang, because it never closed above this resistance where this clean traffic is, okay? So that's what we were saying about this, then a no trade zone. All right. If you're in a long position here, you still, you feel me, inside of this range. So price really haven't gone anywhere. So basically, gang, we trying to wait until price close above a key level, give us, you feel me, a retest, a nice retest and some confirmation, which is a break of the highs to push on up. But the price is moving sideways. It's in this range right here. So it looks like EJ is about to try to close back inside the range too. But we still do have a little over 3 minutes. 3 minutes, kind. And again, gang, if this bullish candle closes above this resistance with this nice wick to fill, I'm gonna be honest, gang. I get a little bottom wick to come back inside the range, like you know what I'm saying, the candle flip bearish a little bit. I have a buy stops to break it or high to fill this wick and to keep pushing up. And the bottom wick is for me to try my best to avoid the fake out. Okay. I don't want to just hop into a long entry if price breaks out because it could easily just push up a little bit, activate me, and then you feel me, come stop me out. So if price want to do that, we want to be patient because this strategy may come up. Okay, this setup here, which is a range two sell, due to the fact that we have what a bullish bias. Bullish bias, we need range two sells. Okay, and if you look at my last video, I showed you where you can go find the information to learn the strategy, the playbook that I'm trading. Okay, again, 2 minutes, 2 minutes for this 30-minute candle to close. Let's see what I want to do. And again, gang, a closure above here, and this next candle give me a bottom wick. I'm not opposed to taking buys coming up. All right, the price making a higher low. Okay, closing above resistance. See what it did when it came down here last time. This what it does when it closes above this level. 1 minute, gang, 1 minute to this 30-minute candle close. Let's lock in. Let's lock in, gang. Yes, sir. Okay, gang, we got 5 seconds. Three, two. Okay. We are closing above. All right, we got a nice bottom wick. Let's see. Mhm. Okay, price made a bottom wick rather quickly. Let's see here. See if we activate again. Okay, we're in. Let's see if we can get price to keep pushing up. Stop loss right here. Close it back inside the range. Vantage point somewhere in here. All right, full TP. Okay, gang, this is a breakout trade. Went kind of fast, but we did get a closure. And the retest was the bottom wick. And the confirmation was a break of the current candle high because I wanted to see if we could get price to fill this wick and continue to push up. We had a bullish bias. All right. See if we can get price to hit this advantage point and potentially hit the TP. Okay, price goes bullish on the 4 hour. Made a support on the 1 hour. Okay. And we got a celery play on the 15. All right, gang, we will just be patient, wait on price action. We had the bullish bias, break out of the range, nice bottom wick, candle broke its own highs. We were expecting for price to fill the previous candle wick, which it did, okay? But we wanted to keep going. Okay, stop loss, pretty much right here, closure back inside the range. All right, I'll use current candle stops. All right, so, and again, gang, just make sure you are risking what you know you can lose. I know if I risk this, I'll still be green on a week. You do what I'm saying? All right, the time is down 9:03. This is good timing too, because I gotta go get my son in a minute. See if we can get UJ to push up this morning. All right. Oh yeah, let me take a picture. Make sure you journal all your trades, gang. Okay. And again, gang, we explained why we into the trade. We had a top-down analysis. Um, before, I mean, as soon as we got to the market today. So our job was just to execute it as traders. All right. Take a picture of the trade. All right, let's see how it plays out. And this is what we had drawn out, I think, over about 2 hours ago. So, and again, your job is not to be right. Your job is not to be wrong. It's not possible. There's too much stuff going on in this market for you to even know. Okay. So just come here and be disciplined, gang, and just wait for your setup. We got news at 10 o'clock. Let me see if my wife texts me. Not sure. Not yet. All right. Hopefully I can get through this trade, gang. Again, I told you guys in the beginning I may have to cut it short because I gotta go get my boy. But now let's see if we can get first to okay, gang. So what's happening in real time is I gotta go up here. My 5-month-old son is still asleep. And my wife just left the crib, and I gotta go watch him while I'm in this trade. But it's all good, gang, because the camera don't want to work, so I can't. It's all good. It's all good, gang. Let's see how this trade play out. Okay, guy. My bad. I'm out of breath. I had to run up here and check on my son real quick. He's still sleeping. Well, let's see if we can get UJ to push up, hit this advantage point. We got it to fill the previous kind of whip, but we actually wanted to keep pushing up, guy, because we have buyers step in, and in the London session I had showed you guys earlier, right here. We stepped in. All right, price kind of consolidated in this range. We got a closure above, a nice bottom wick. Buy stop to break of the current candle highs. We got a current candle wick fill. Um, Now we just want to see if we can get price to continue pushing up. Okay, gang. Thanks again for all the support. All right. And our job was just to execute. That's all we can do, gang. Okay, again, we got about 12 minutes for this 30-minute candle to close. And again, we got a wick fill, and wicks do get filled on times of volume, and it is 9 a.m. in the morning. But we had to enter this position. Okay, stop losses are pretty tight, so the risk on this trade is, mm, what about what's this, 5 pips, something like that? Yeah, okay, about 7 pips. So, yeah, okay. Tight stop loss, break these current candle lows. And again, we explain when we enter the market. My bad, gang. I'm talking kind of low because my son in there sleep. My bad. But we had a bullish bias. All right, price is chopping around in this range. We got a closure above, nice bottom wick, break of the current candle highs. We filled this previous kind of wick. We wanted to see if we wanted to keep pushing out to retest this resistance like we did here in London and here in Asian. Okay. We also had clean traffic. You see to the left. All right, this was just a simple breakout entry. All right, we got our closure, the retest, this bottom wick, retesting this resistance, and the confirmation. It flipped and broke its own high. And again, it came to fill this wick. If it keep pushing, let's do it. Our job is just to execute and manage the position the best way we can. Okay, guys? We got 10 minutes, 10 minutes for this 30-minute candle closing. Okay, gang, you see how price continuously filled this wick, but it don't. It seems like we need buyers to push through, okay? Because this wick is a resistance on a lower time frame. So price made a low, came and retested this resistance, but we want to see it keep pushing up. Because again, gang, we had these clean candles coming up here. We're seeing buyers stepped in. This candle did not have a bottom wick. So I'm thinking all this consolidation was orders to push the market back up. Okay, but let's just wait and see. We've had a wick fill twice. And again, gang, as long as you'll take the trade again, it's all good. You see, I get mad when I'm getting trades that I know I shouldn't be in, trades I didn't plan out. But a trade like this, you feel me? I'm glad I took this trade. Nice stop loss. And what I thought price would do at first, which is fill this wick, it has done, but it doesn't seem like they want to continue to push through, which is okay. And this is how I learn how to, manage positions. All right. We got less than 4 minutes for this 30-minute candle closure. You see we are flipping bearish. What if we get a closure above this level? And they stay in the trade. All right, let's just be patient, gang. Wait on price action. Okay, gang, look like may have to exit this position. Less than 20 seconds. We are getting the bottom with though. So 10 seconds. Yeah. Well, this candle closed with no bottom wick inside the range. I'll get out. Okay. Take a picture of this trade. And again, game price did what I thought it would do, which is fill the wick during times of volume. And just did not continue to push up, which is okay. Close back in the range with no bottom wick. All right. Time is now 9:30, so could be a fake out for price to either continue down. Okay, game, but overall, that was a good trade. The price still could continue up. All right, game. Well, that's the trade today. Let me see. I took a picture of it. Let's go over it again. We see we have our no trade zone right here. At the closure above, a nice bottom wick. Then price flipped. We had a buy stop to continue up. And I'm glad we got out of this trade and managed this position because you see price is going to make a bottom wick for this previous candle. Okay. But yeah, I have price coming up to hit this resistance, which you still can do. You know, it could have just came, stop me out. I could have got in too early, which is also something I've been working on. Okay, but overall, good trade, gang. Like, way to get out when we're supposed to. Great risk management. But yeah, on that note, I may call it a day. Thanks again for all the support, gang. I am the Prather Trader, TPT Concepts. I'll probably be back in Asian session, so just tap in with me. I greatly appreciate it. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. God bless, gang.